Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Pre-Flight. This is, August 5th's version of the show. And, there's a lot going on. I swear we've talked about so much recently. If you were on the 6-Minute Daily this morning, you saw kind of a preview of some of the stuff we're going to be talking about. If you watched Midnight's Edge in the morning, there's more to talk about, more in-depth conversation to be had about this. I cannot believe how amazing the panel was this morning over on Midnight's Edge. Just lots of brilliant insight from amazing human beings that I have the great privilege of hanging out with. So I want to say thank you for that. And magic poop. Hey, don't worry about it, my friend. I look, all's fair when it comes to memes. It was pretty funny though. You guys can't you can't look, memes are supposed to be funny, and you should be taking them with a grain of salt if you're a creator. If you're a public persona, guess what? Being memed is kind of an odd privilege that you get when you're somewhat of a public renown. So if you're a creator and you get memed, or you find yourself in a meme, just appreciate it, because somebody paid attention enough to make one for you, and I appreciate them all. So, and I laugh along with you because some of them are brilliant, including that one, Magic Poop. But Defenders of the Faith, your name is green because you were gifted a membership from one of the amazing people here in our culturists community. I'm gonna lean into that. I like that idea. Culturites. There you go. Yeah. Unlike Ezra, it's not really a cult, though. Yeah. We got a whole lot of people here, including emotionally unstable amphibian. We got our friend Snortopoopas Cube. There's a lot of animals in the chat I've noticed today. Let's see. Common Nerd is here. What's up, bro? Good to see you. I can't wait to actually get another member stream together. We've had 2 this month. We got another one coming up here, maybe this weekend. Maybe if I could make that work. Maybe before or after the Sunday show in the morning. So we'll see. Man, I'm tired. We stayed up late last night on Thursday Throwdown. That thing went 3.5 hours. I imagine we could have got longer. But that was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys got a chance to see it. If not, go back and check it out. It is worth your time. Man. This is going away, folks. Well, most of it is anyway, at least the sides. I'm going to keep the center. I'm going to have a little goatee, but it's going to be a little shorter and a little less scraggly. Yeah, it'll grow back. But one of the things I can do is grow hair. So there you go. But what's up there, Red Shirt? We got Bilbo Swaggin in the house. Good to see you. We got our friend Trinoculus P with us. Work day is almost over. That's awesome. We got lots of folks hanging out with us. We got Dapper Bard Games has just dropped in. Let's take flight. Well, good timing. DS Ford is here. Great to see you, my friend. Saw you over on Midnight's Edge in the morning. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I really do. And let's see who else popped in. Olaf is here. What's up, buddy? Olaf, I did move everything around as far as the names go, and I did correct the credits. They're still rendering because when I first render them, they're in 4K, so it takes some time, especially with all the background that goes on there. So I'll be converting those to 1080p and uploading them to this. So hopefully by the end of the show, we'll get you some updated credits. If not, there'll be one more time that they play the old credits. But I've added everybody there. The next thing I need to do is add Toxic Manflu as one of the high rollers, because I guess he just recently updated as well. Let's see. Magic Poop, like I said, don't worry about it. It was pretty funny. Paula Patriot, good to see you, man. You've been really busy with work and YouTube. Yes, you have. I saw a video that you did the other day. Saw some gameplay. What's up, Hank VP? Good to see you. Kashiko, Amber, greetings, love. I hope you're doing well. You guys are so cute. Every time I see you guys, I'm like, yay. Look at that. Casino Kin, 16-bit mascot. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah. We got Dr. Dragon in the house. What's up, Ram Bam 3000? Good to see you. Horseradish Power is here. Yeah. How long is that beard going to get? Well, not much longer. Like I said, the sides are going to go. The center is going to remain. I like goatees, but it's going to be shorter and more well kept. Right. I'm kind of annoyed that this doesn't grow straighter. Right, the little gray patch in the center, because that would be cool looking, right? But it is what it is. Let's see who else is here. ATN, what's up? Yes, we are all animals, indeed. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Indeed. What's up, Rogue Disney? I think I'm having some Legion folks on Sunday, so get back with me. What's up, Who Knew? Good to see you. Good to see all you folks rolling in. I love it when the regulars are here. We got Humor and Waffles, Rob Altus, and it's Douchey McDouche. There, see, I said it right. Hail to you. Wow. Emotionally unstable amphetamine. What's up? Oh, you guys are so funny. Judas Go Barbecues in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Let's see. Darren Hughes is here. What's up, my friend? We got Brian. What's up, Brian? Brian McCann out there. Good to see you, bud. That's fun. I know a lot of you guys are like linger in the back and don't chat much, but thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Casino Nation. That sounds fun. I like that. We got Seafer Family saying ME Raid. Awesome. Love Midnight's Edge. Those are my friends, my colleagues. You know, we're going to talk about this. I have to wonder if Zavslav's going to reshoot the Flash from scratch at this point with a recast Flash. Okay. You know what? We're going to dive right into that. Why not? Let me get to a few more hellos and I will jump into that. Okay. Horseradish Power. Let's see. Philip A. Demick is here. I see Theme Park Casual. I think Boosh was here. Maybe Boosh is hiding in the background. Let's see. Jay Price is here. What are we talking about? We're going to talk about some Zaslav types things, I think. Guten Abend. What do you think? Will the air cut be released? It's finished. Instant moneymaker? Probably. It'll probably be... Won't go to theaters, but I'm going to lean towards probably. Greater than 50% chance we see the air cut. What's up, the lovely Sherry? Greetings. Mazit Wizard is here. Hail to Carson's hair. Oh, there you go. What's up, Monkey Jeebus? Thanks for the note this morning. I appreciate it. Let's see. I talk more, but I don't lose my account. Yeah, believe me, I understand that. Darren Hughes sends us a super chat. Says, "Hail DC, do you have a favorite director actor?" Right now, it'd be hard to beat Keanu Reeves. Not because he's the best actor in the world, but he is a very good actor. But because he's probably the last bankable star. If you can set him next to Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a little kooky madooky, but he's been able to tamp that down, which is a good thing. I'd say Tom Cruise is up there as well. A director. Kubrick. Yeah. There's a lot of great directors. I have a hard time with that question. I'll think about that some more, but that's a great one. Thanks for the $2 super chat. Way to get my brain cooking. Vegas is coming up, folks. It is 2 weeks. Somebody help me out. Wait a minute. Yeah, 2 weeks. It's Tuesday, 2 weeks from what or what okay, so we have Wednesday, this next Wednesday, which will be a week out. A week from Wednesday. If I think I'm right. Mazit was odd. Yeah, I know it was. I was teasing you. Yeah, Tarantino would be probably one of the best. I'm weird though. I think Denzel Washington might be the best actor I've ever seen. I really appreciate what Gene Hackman was able to do over the course of his career. Man, you guys, crazy. Ridley Scott's an excellent director. Good Lord, one of the best. And here's the other problem: in what genre? Right? Sci-fi. I mean, like in pure storytelling. I mean, you know, Stone's one of the best. It's just going to depend, man. And I want to talk a little bit about Tarantino because he's on the list for conversation today too. But I promise we jump right into a conversation, and we're gonna. So here we go. This is kind of important, to be honest with you. You had the producer of The Flash come out yesterday afternoon and say the Flash producer says the Ezra movie is still on despite the Batgirl disaster. Again, it's not Leslie Grace's fault that the Batgirl film didn't hit the go button. And that's like one of the first things that I want to mention. She had nothing to do with it. An actor is only as good as the material that's provided in their performance. Nothing's been said about her performance. I haven't seen anything. Just my expectation is, since she's been good in other things, she'll be good in this. Writing usually plays a major factor. Of course, direction, cinematography, editing, all of those things play a factor. But almost always it's the writing, which pretty much makes something good or bad. I find it incredibly frustrating when people throw it on the actors. Do not blame the actors. 100% Jade Price. It was the writing and casting that caused the issue. Maybe. Again, it's almost always the writing. Okay. So we look at this, and the conversation around it is this. First of all, and I'm going to close this because I don't care. Batgirl set photos revealed. What you won't get to see on the big screen. Who cares? Fans demand the Flash actor Grant Gustin replace embattled Ezra Miller. The Flash star Ezra Miller was arrested at a Hawaii bar. Flash actor Logan Williams' cause of death finally confirmed by coroner. None of these things sound great, right? And these are all tied to each other. This is probably what Zaslav is looking at. He wants his projects to be headed the right direction. So they won't slash Flash. Now, I will say this. I have heard some information to the contrary, and I'm not the only person. I'm assuming from different sources that this thing is something that they are trying not to cut. That doesn't mean it's safe. It doesn't. So here the story says they won't slash Flash. Warner Brothers is purportedly standing by its $200 million comic book blockbuster days after its spectacularly axed sister flick Batgirl. Sister flick. Both films form part of the DC extended universe, with whispers growing that The Flash could be the next franchise flick to be canned due to disturbing assault and words I can't say on internet channels, allegations leveled at the lead actor Ezra Miller. Okay, the other thing I've been hearing, and I've been hearing it for a while now, is they're going to replace him, which would require extensive reshoots. Now, they've already done reshoots on this film. Reshoots were being done back in June prior to most of these things coming to light. So would they be willing to spend another $30 million or so and bring everything back and reshoot this thing beginning to end, or at least the majority of these elements, with a different actor? My suggestion would be It's probably the way to go. They probably need to figure out a way to remove this version of the Flash, this Barry Allen. But anyway, we'll keep going. But Thursday, producer Barbara Machete reportedly attempted to shut down such speculation, saying the movie is still slated to hit cinemas next summer. They have enough time to fix the film. They could reshoot the entire thing, to be honest with you, if they wanted to, and get it ready to go. And they would have to rely on creativity, less special effects, and more quality storytelling. But this thing's been in the process since 2014. This thing is a disaster of a film. Sorry, just has been. But we'll keep going. Oh, no. Yeah. Forbidden Ruin. No. Yeah. No. You're right. I'm being generously low. But that's with I'm talking about the reshoots they already spent. The question is, can you easily extract him from the film that he dominates as 3 different versions of the Flash? Don't know that you can. We'll have to see what happens. Anyway, so the Flash, directed by Argentine producer's brother Andy Machete, well, that's convenient, is set to feature several crossover characters who also appear in Batgirl, including Michael Keaton in his much hyped return as Batman. And well, he's supposed to be part of 3 things, and now that you've already heard, they had to bring in Batfleck to replace Keaton in Aquaman sequel. But anyway, on Tuesday, the Post was first to break the news that Batgirl, which reportedly cost between 70 to 100 million, it's well more than that, by the way, had been shelved by Warner Brothers after being poorly received at test screenings, a source revealed. And one of the biggest problems with all of this is that Batgirl would never had a firm home. They never knew what they were going to do with it. It wasn't a good strategy all the way around. I don't know what they were expecting. Anyway, so Barbara Machete says the movie is still going ahead as planned, despite the problems, right? So this is it right here. It says late night update, Scarlet Speedster is still expected to hit theaters June 23rd. So there's that. But for now, the studio seems to be standing by the Flash. By the way, they're standing by the Flash. They are not standing by Miller, which is an interesting thing. The fact that they're shelving Batgirl but still planning to release the Flash movie and praying somehow no one has read a single Ezra Miller story online for the past 2 years is a choice, wrote journalist Lacey Bauer-Melas, is what she tweeted. Good gravy. Man, lots of wire work there. Meanwhile, cyber skeptics still aren't assuaged by Machete's message, fearing the Flash is still doomed. The Post has reached out to the producer reps for comment. It's been delayed countless times, had no Comic-Con coverage, and no more trailers, and the creators are all silent. That's a good point. Batgirl was just the beginning of the shakeup. The Flash is anything but safe. We've been hearing that. I continue to hear that, by the way. Like I've been saying, don't ask producers or directors. They have no idea. Until they're told, they will say nothing is wrong. And that's true. Meanwhile, Miller, who plays the titular character, the Flash, has been embroiled in multiple scandals for the last few months and is still unclear how they could partake in promotions for the film next year. And there's a lot of allegations here, folks. A lot of them. The 29-year-old who uses they, them pronouns was recently accused by 2 parents of doing bad things. And this thing is not helping. Behaving inappropriately toward a 12-year-old, not good. Lots and lots of stuff. On top of that, Miller was arrested multiple times in Hawaii, first for disorderly conduct, harassment, then second-degree assault. Miller also landed in hot water in 2020. Obviously, we remember the video of the choking. So there you go. So the question is this film on its way out? I keep hearing that. We'll see. Yeah, I'm talking about it now. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you right away. I have to be very careful how I structure those statements, but I've heard, and others have heard, and theoretically from different sources, I wouldn't be able to confirm that it's in no way safe, and that there's a lot of evaluation going on. You have to have good products. That's Zaslav's whole thing. If there's a good movie here, then we'll see it. I don't think there is, and I think that's what they're worried about. And I think it would not shock me to have this film pushed back into next August when they go and they reshoot a bunch of stuff. So, but again, I would not consider the film safe. That would be how I would say that, to be honest with you. To be direct. Hey, what's up there, Latina Slant? Yeah, a lot of people feel this way, Soul Assassin. Like you said, they have two choices, right? Reshoot all of the scenes that Ezra's in with it, which is most of the film, because he plays multiple characters, multiple versions of the Flash in the film. This should always concern anybody. When somebody comes out that's affiliated with a project, trying to assuage people's fears that, something's in great shape, and then you watch, it keeps happening. I'm going to see Bullet Train 100. Yeah, they've also had to weigh the ad promo costs. Indeed. Yeah. Consider this film now, when you think about the Flash, like, you think it was $100 million waste for Batgirl to get canceled, right? It didn't have a home. They couldn't figure out where to put the thing, right? Well, no, but he's really everywhere in it, right? There were supposed to be some cameos in this. Oh, wait, we already know there were a lot of cameos in this Flash film. And it's a weird take on that. Yeah, exactly. It was originally going to be an HBO. The Batgirl thing was going to be an HBO Max original. Yeah, and it flip-flopped back and forth. So yeah, you're 100% right. Thanks, John. Yeah. Then they made it theatrical release. That's true. This thing was homeless, and it still is. Look. Do you think Batgirl's going to see the light of day somehow? Of course it will. Everything does. We've seen the failed film that they didn't release, the Fantastic Four thing, right? That made it out there. It's out there on YouTube and other places. I fully expect that we'll see Batgirl in the next 5 or 6 years surface somewhere. Maybe sooner. Hard to say. But yeah. But yeah, no, that's how I feel. I feel like we'll see that indeed. Somebody asked me something. Yeah. Oh, here it is. CC. Thank you, executive producer Solly Wood says, if the Flash is reshot, what actor would you have in Miller's place? I don't know. What's it? I forget how to say his like Kino. He vaguely resembles Ezra Miller in a way. Kinogue. I don't know how to say that name, but anyway, he vaguely looks like him. The fan choice is obviously going to be Grant Gustin, but he's getting out of the Flash business, right? And so is the CW, probably. Well, actually, we already know that, but the CW is getting out of like a lot of the Warner Brothers business, even though this is something most people don't know. So with the Nexstar deal, right, where the CW is being sold, Paramount and Warner are divesting themselves of that asset. They're still holding on to 12.5% of the stock. So each of those entities will still have 12.5% of the CW. It's just Nexstar will have 75% of it and essentially control it. So probably not a bad idea to keep their paws in there, especially if they want to make material for it. I think Berlanti's going to have to reevaluate the way he does things. But those are my thoughts there. Yeah, no one would complain if Grant Gustin replaced Ezra. No. Whether he wants it or not, money talks. That's true. That's true. And this is, it could have been a publicity stunt or it could have been spun that way. But all they did, they made a business decision, right? Zaslav and a bunch of guys that count money trying to save $3 billion, which he told you he was going to do, right? And not in those exact terms, and not exactly that way. But they need to save money there. They have so much red ink. I mean, they went into this deal, this Reverse Morris Trust spinoff, with just a giant wave of red ink, and they're trying to get rid of it. They have to get back into the black. And when you look at when you look at a way to do that, it's to push some of the failures, some of the losses back at AT&T, which is kind of what this is doing. And they were running out of time to be able to do that. That's why it came up when it did, as it did. It probably was a decision made earlier than that, but just that's how they found out, which is kind of crap. Should have told those creators before, but that's just me. Horseradish Power says Bullet Train is well made. It also has one heck of a plot. Is it based on the original? Which makes sense at the end. I can't wait to see it. So I'm looking forward to that. What's going on, Katina Martin? Good to see you. You go with Superman, you go with a clear win, which is Henry Cavill, which DC refuses to touch because of their anti-white racism and wokeism. Yeah, all the tisms. Except that they're going to. Look, if I know that Henry's getting more and more expensive, right? But he's worth it. It really is. I mean, Ezra Miller's not cheap. You paid a lot of money for somebody that nobody wants to see. Yeah, this is a great way to put that. Society Reviews. Jacob, you're 100% right. Hodson has gotten screwed over, but she's fine. And she'll be back, and she's going to continue to write and make good stuff. I'm not worried about her. It's got a home now in an unnamed warehouse in an unmarked box. Yes. Don't you feel like you could actually tie that to the scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark where they just put that in amongst all the top secret things that they store in a warehouse somewhere? The government just shoves it in a corner. Zaslav doesn't want to make money in HBO Max productions. He wants to make money. Yeah. He really does. Like I said, the industry was crying. Almost immediately yesterday, Variety started to attack Zaslav and, basically that he's deviating from the message, which is what that whole story was about. I mean, if you look at, and well, you know what? Let's look at that one. Why not? I got it pulled up. This is the one we started to cover or got about halfway through over on Midnight's Edge this morning. Warner Brothers Discovery's Batgirl blunder spoils a solid strategy. This was out this morning on the heels of a lot of bad stuff that they shot out at the world in response to Batgirl getting canceled and some reevaluation being done. Right? Yeah. You guys are on fire. Yeah, Nick Cage is the Flash. That sounds awesome. Let's do that. Keanu Reeves would be great, but he's a little old to be the Flash. Yeah, and again, that's Grant Gustin. Yeah, I think it's Ryan Keough, right? Is that right, London Test? I think that's the way the name is. Yeah, I think, but he has got that same kind of, that same kind of look. Hey, Manowar 665, good to see you. Trying to catch up with you guys. I'm sorry. I'm way behind in the chat, as you guys know. Society Reviews. I saw Bullet Train. Don't get your hopes up. I'm still going to see it. Looks good to me. That was the reference. Yep. Yeah. That's what I figured. But yeah, I could see that, right? With just a big Batgirl picture of Leslie Grace on it. Whoa. Top men are on the Batgirl movie. Top men. That's right. Nick Cage, Superman. That'd be kind of fun, right, Brian? You got lovely Sherry out there. Zaslav's getting away from the message is what gets me excited for WBDC. Well, and the fact that they understand the difference between their audiences. So, and hey, what's up? Polly again says they are trying to eat their own. Have at it. There you go. Well, they have been for a while. You know, they're gonna keep wrestling, dude, if they can. I want to talk a little bit about WCW sometime. I think you and I could sit down and start to talk about some of that stuff. Wrestling is a popular commodity on a lot of these channels. We're going to have to see what happens with TBS and everything else. They have a lot of channels. And that's the other thing. I mean, they already told you during the course of their presentation on one of their slides that the industry is like silly and dumb, and they're not going to do the same thing the industry is doing and failing at. Just makes sense. Yeah, wrestling's huge. Yeah. And so you need to lean into things that are going to make you money. Speculation out there that either Disney or Universal could try to buy WWE. Just out there. It's been out there for a bit. I don't necessarily know that either of them could do it, and I tell you right now, Vince McMahon still owns and controls so much stock it would be impossible to get it out from underneath him. Just can't even force a sale. Because I'm married to a Filipina, I am required by law to see Joe Coy's Easter Sunday this weekend. Well, let me know how it is, because I saw that and I thought, hey, that sounds like a pretty interesting independent. So I'll have to hear that. Yeah, wrestling has similar value to live sports, indeed, and a huge dedicated fan base, right? That are they're always there. I see Brightest Day scrolled in here, and so did Larry. What's up, bud? Zaslav should buy MLE. Did Culture watch Valiant stream yesterday? Nope. Didn't get a chance to. I did. I was in the car listening at various points to this call and stuff like that. I got to see a couple of clips of Valiant stream during the course of this. But again, this is Variety's response to say Warner Brothers Discovery's Batgirl blunder spoils a solid strategy. No, the strategy was garbage. Kalar didn't do what he needed to do. He didn't do what he was hired to do, which was cut out the bologna sausage, right? I mean, HBO Max is in solid shape. That's undeniable, and it skews male. Discovery Network programming skews female. That's the other thing Variety took exception to, right? To have the belief. Major League Wrestling. Okay, I was like going, what? I'm not sure what Emily is, but. It is male, female, different. They are different audiences, but you combine everything together, you have a solid product offering that is available to everybody. And this is the problem, right? Is this monoculture that was trying to be forced by all of these studios, including Warner Brothers, and putting out things that nobody wants or very few people want. That's not a winning strategy in business. You can't make money if you don't have broad appeal, right? Unless you are like a diamond seller, that's it. And actually, that's probably more truthful, John. They didn't have a strategy. That's true. They couldn't figure out what films to release, what not to release. And AT&T was trying to get them to turn the corner to make money and focus on crap because it's a communications company. And Warner was resistant and causing them problems and huge financial losses and a giant bunch of red ink on their ledger, which they were happy to scrub. So you can see that they did have a downturn in their stock price since the merger, which should have been expected. So did Paramount and everybody else. And it's on its way back up. And I have a strong feeling that this thing will kick back up well beyond where we were at about 25 bucks. It's not going to be right away. And we are in an economic downturn, so it might take a while longer to get there. But, you know. And this is the other thing I think I've been hearing a lot of. You know, a lot of people with UFC say these kinds of things. And I'm like, well, some people want to see both sides of that. So, but you still want to see the title card. And that is what you went to the thing for, which is the same reason people go to see any form of entertainment. They're not interested in debate and switch, which again, the monoculture was it trying to throw at you. So all that Zaslav did was deviate from the monoculture, and he did it out explicitly with everybody on his team giving the same message. Do you know how I know he's fully in charge? There were no dissenting voices. And you're not really hearing dissenting voices from anybody within Warner Brothers directly. They may be going right here on, you know, through Variety or whoever else, Deadline, whatnot. But they're not doing it in a public way. They are not going to. This is not the time to open your mouth, because, you know, putting your foot in it right now will get you kicked out the door. Anyway, so this is funny because, okay, so, but rather than any of this, the press cycle this week will be dominated by Warner Brothers Discovery's jaw-dropping decision to shelve the nearly completed Batgirl movie, which Warner's no longer plans to release in theaters or HBO Max. There you go. The logic in doing so, as Zaslav explained on the Thursday's earnings call, was to reinforce the company's new film strategy, which is to a theatrical first model to eliminate the direct-to-streaming movies from the equation. And look, they don't want to look at this part, but this is a honest and direct statement. We cannot find an economic case for it. We cannot find an economic value for it. We're not going to launch a movie to make a quarter, and we're not going to put a movie out unless we believe in it. Yeah, he canned a bunch of people, and he's going to do more. You're 100% right. I would be looking at large-scale layoffs. The industry already knows it. They got people shaking in their boots. So this is not a time to open your mouth. You have heard nothing. You hear this, right? But you're hearing nothing from these people directly. And if you do, watch how long they stay. Because unless you're somebody who is, you know, they can't afford to write you off, which I don't know that there are many people that Zaslav would identify as such. They're going to be out the door. This is how you do business, folks. And that's everybody's marching in this in the same way, in the same direction. That's how you know Zaslav's in charge. And he's a leader. He's also got the backing of the board and its primary important person, the 321st richest person in the world, John Malone. So, and look, you can bring up all of these things. Okay. I mean, reports have indicated that the company leadership determined Batgirl did not measure up as a prospective theatrical tentpole, and that taking the write-off, which they could do, would be a better financial move. That's true. Oh, by the way, where is that? Oh, we'll get to it anyway. So they're saying this is all well and good in theory, but sometimes, incredible as it may seem, finances, here we go. Finances aren't the only calculus. This is what you hear from the SJW mindset, the wokies, whatever you want to call them, right? You will always hear, well, there are bigger things, right? This is the argument for ESG and all the other garbage, right? Is that's not the only calculus. Profitability, finances aren't the only calculus. You have to think about human cost, blah, 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 blah. And what they're really referring to is the message, because that's what this comes down to. Now, I will say this, right? I feel really, really bad for the directors, right? Especially since they learned about it at LRB's wedding, right? These guys are best friends. The wedding, we find out that way. Notice how you know that they're mad that they're not playing ball. There's a $90 million film and a nearly $250 million pay package. That's what they're going to attack him there. Because that's woke strategy ballgame. Oh, I hate talking about politics, guys. I want to get back to entertainment. How about you? Culture Casino getting even better at Fusion 360. Oh, wait, it's awesome, by the way. Yeah, sorry. Culture. I would love to work over there right now to help them with the rebuild. You should. I think you should. I think there's going to be a lot of room there. Culture should join Valiant on his Disney stream next week. I'd love to. A lot of it has to do with when he does that versus when I'm doing my thing. And if he ever probably made the invitation, I'd make it work. I like hanging out with Valiant. He's a good dude. He's really smart. One of the smartest amongst us. 70% of HBO Max employees are getting Zaslav's Reaper Blade. This is a very true statement. Might not be exactly 70%, but it's going to be steep. It's redundant. Okay, so that's why, again, Casey Bloys is getting everything at HBO. Anything scripted is going to be sitting in Casey Bloys' hands. He's basically going to be in charge of HBO. There you go. And it's his team. He's got a team in place. They don't need more than half of the people that are there. And again, all this corporate bloat was created because we were living in very prosperous times that were created by the capitalist machine that they supposedly are against. So I don't know. Zaslav identifies as a wood chipper. I saw that somewhere. There it is. Yep. He does believe in money over message, obviously. Yeah, bigger issues, not bigger audiences, right? Read by nature. It's about money. It's simple, always. Darius Munchausen sends us a box of popcorn. Thanks for that, brother. They got Snowdub in the house, too. They've decided to sell no wine before it's time. That's right. You are talking about entertainment and the companies behind them. I know, but you know what I mean, John. It's just, you get tired of all this stuff and why but you have to talk about why it's the way it is. You're right. It doesn't make any sense. That's right. Tomorrow night, I will be guest hosting The Dump. Of course, it'll still be on Scott's channel, Sporkin News Podcast, which is right there, folks. Go check it out. Which you can actually do by right-clicking on the name in the thing and opening into a window in the other thing, and just make sure you're subscribed and you got your notifications on, so you can check that out. But yeah, I'll be doing that. Should be a lot of fun. Listening from the past. Yeah, James Villanueva. Sometimes that I do that. I'll play, and then I'll play catch up at like 1.25 or 1.5 speed. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick became the first film to make $50 million in 4DX sales alone. Does that surprise anybody? By the way, have you ever been to a 4DX? If you haven't been to a 4DX theater and you have one close to you, Top Gun's one of the best films to go see in that kind of a format, because you are a part of the film. But that doesn't surprise me, Jacob. But that's great information, my friend. Ram Bam 3,000 for £5 sterling. Thank you for the proper money, my friend. Says, I'd like to see a movie of Peter O'Donnell's Modesty Blaze done as a period piece. I'm thinking about that. Might work. CC saves the political talk for comics streams and the uncultured. casino appears. That's right. In the Sunday night shows. I'm going to think about this some more, Rambo. Yeah, political hacks always overbloat their companies, departments, offices, and studios. It seems like Warner Brothers should give Bat in the Sun Productions $30 million for a Oh man, no kidding. Could you imagine what they could deliver? This just the story alone. If Fat Elvis was referring to you can see it on YouTube. Bat in the Sun Productions. They make amazing stuff. Do check that out. Let's see. Thank you very much, Scott. Bullet Train, Prey, or Gone into the Night are my picks for tonight. Well, there you go. And I'm probably going to check out Bullet Train real soon. And Prey, I may decide to watch. We'll see. I keep hearing good things about it, which is surprising based on how it was presented. But we'll see. Darren Hughes says, hopefully, Zaslav is setting an example for Chapek. Chapek was headed in this direction and then pulled back because he was under attack by all of the Iger people. He needed to remove them right away. Just not renew their contracts and just say, thanks for your contributions here. We're going another direction. That's how you do it. Thunderduck says, companies need to be greedy, not virtues. Greed is money. For them to get it, they need to make good stuff. Make greed great again. That's right. Greed is good. If you're a corporation, it is. If you're an investor, it is. Can't argue that. Man, my phone's going bananas in my pocket. Somebody really wants to talk to me. Vegas says, I still remember watching the that fan-made Grayson trailer and thinking, man, they should make this a standalone film. Yeah. There's so many great things out there they could do. Warner Brothers should make a Rippaverse movie. I'm 100% with you. Hemorrhoid hurts 100%. Will Cousin Culture make an appearance on the Cotton Council? Possibly. We'll see. Modesty Blaze was a 1960s comic strip and a 1966 film, Female Spy. Yeah. I think that as a period piece, that's probably the only way it would work. In fact, I think a lot of things should be set as period pieces. There are a lot of things we're making now that are being set in the modern world that don't need to be. You don't have to go that far back to be watching some amazing show that was a period piece called Mad Men that was critically acclaimed, watched by gazillions of folks, right? Maybe it was the last thing of value on AMC networks, in my opinion. But, Better Call Saul. But, Mad Men. You just use the material and present it in the time frame that it was made, and you will be safe. Yeah, he said again last week at a show he was going to kill the politics. We should see. Well, look at what's happening there, right? Because I mean, John Malone said this is what we want to do with CNN. We want CNN to go back to being news. Do you know what they've been doing the last few weeks? News. Some people say Prey is okay. Some people not. What's up, Parrot Head? Yeah, putting Nancy Drew in her own time. Exactly. That's why Modesty Blaze could work. But again, you have to put it in that time frame or it doesn't work. Sorry, yeah. I don't know how you'd put it in today's. Yeah, CNN's still pretty bad, though. It's been, yeah, of course. But that's, again, that's all they got. They have to get ratings. That's how they think they're getting them. You know, I get that a lot. People are like, "What's going on with your audio?" Let me see if it's the fan. Hang on a sec. Is that better? I hope it is. Prey is hit or miss. Okay. Siege Perilous says, rumor says he said if it is woke or excrement, it's out. Flash will be recast. That's true. And again, I've heard this now many times, right? At this point, I think there's only two options. One, reshoot it if you have to in a way that limits how much exposure Ezra gets, which means more reshoots, or almost entirely reshoot it with a different actor, because otherwise it's toast. And it should be. Again, I have now heard it's not safe. That's how I'm going to say it. It's not safe. That's how I'm going to say it. Yeah, the 1960s woman spies like Modesty Blaze and Fathom were good ideas done poorly and need reboots. Yeah. Look, I mean, I liked if you get into just television shows like Policewoman. Everybody loved Charlie's Angels, right? There was a lot of great things set in different periods of time that were wonderful. You know, they tried to remake the Mod Squad. They did it poorly because they didn't set it back in the time when the Mod Squad was the Mod Squad. So, what's up, Apollomies? Good to see you. Why is StreamYard not updating the chat? That's weird. TJ Hooker. Hey, man, if you could get William Shatner to go sliding across police hoods again, that would be pretty impressive. Yeah, Raquel Welch is smoking. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, Cagney and Lacey. That was a great television show, right? That's right. 6 is in the Midnight's Edge mod squad. Indeed. I think I am too. I'm not sure why. I tried a mod though. All right, back to this article so we can move on. So the cancellation has already come to represent a new level of bean counting. See, this is all another thing that bothered them. Bean counting commerce ruling the day in Hollywood. That's right. You have to make money. And its true costs have yet to be seen. No, the costs are going to be for the message, guys. That's what they're weeing about. Yeah. And this is bologna sausage. Okay, I'm going to read this next part, right? Because this is what they're trying to say. For all of Zaslav's reported efforts to woo talent, how many A-list filmmakers will be able to work with the studio that canceled the movie so close to the finish line? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, well, this is a failing strategy. There aren't going to be creators. Baloney. Everybody wants a paycheck. They want their next job. Ask anybody in acting. Ask any actor. What are they looking for? What are they looking for? Their next job. They just wrap filming something, and they're already looking for their next job. Sometimes they're getting ready to wrap their job, and they're looking for their next job. If you're not looking for your next job in Hollywood, no matter what element you are, especially with the above the line folks, you're not doing it right. Your agent should be pestering you with scripts. Yeah, God forbid a business wants to make money. There you go. Oh, Vic Mignogna is TJ Hooker. That would work. I want him to play Kirk again. Star Trek Continues is one of my favorite things. Plus, did you see him show up at the con the couple weeks ago? Anime Matsuri. I could see him doing that. He's such a good guy. Yeah, it's like doing consulting. You're always open. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if somebody says, "Hey, can you come here and do this and help us figure this out?" I'm always like, "Yeah, sure." Next gig. Star Trek Continues is better than ST. It's better than almost all the new Trek. Although I keep hearing people keep saying Strange New Worlds, but I've yet to start that mess yet. All right. So anyway, so regardless, this is all reeing for the sake of reeing. Former Warner Media CEO Jason Kilar, who was ousted. Yeah, ousted. He wasn't going to keep that job. You don't keep two CEOs. And this is the thing, diversifying revenue streams. There you go. Look at the only successful thing they've had out of Warner Brothers, the Batman, at least domestically. I don't know that that's successful. I don't know how much money it made. This is the other problem. Lack of transparency. And the minute you start to have ad-driven products, you have to have transparency. So we'll know more soon. But anyway, I just thought you guys would love to see the balance of that article and what I thought about it. Dragon Master 360 says, I saw Legal Mindsets clip of the panel of them describing how they all started, and Vic showed up. Yeah. Legal Mindset was there. Nick Ricciardo was there, and Vic Mignogna walked in, said hi to everybody, and left. So cool. Dude's cool. Wolf Van S says, I can't see Strange New Worlds here in the Netherlands, so can't judge about that. We'll see. The Batman was mediocre. I won't watch it again. I couldn't make it through the first 15 minutes, guys. I'm sorry about that. I tried. M-Class Media. Cool logo. TJ Hooker throwing his baton at fleeing Perp's legs, taking him down. Happened too many times. Otherwise, entertaining 80s show. Hey. It's like a ninja star. It's still a good show. Lots of great entertaining 80s shows, right? I mean, Nighthawk, right, was the motorcycle version of Kit, right, from Knight Rider. I fell asleep 3 times trying to watch the Batman. Yeah, Victor Fontaine. And again, thanks for keeping up with me too. I've got a lot of people sending me DMs. I appreciate that. I like conversation. You guys know that. What's up? Abomination AJ in the house, everybody. Check out Abomination AJ. Awesome. Incredibly talented illustrator. Very, very cool art. And I will get you that information, the like all of my media, so you can take a look at it and see if you can help me out with some stuff, because I'm moving forward on a lot of material, and I want to actually start to produce goods for people to purchase. So, was it Street Hawk? It was Street Hawk. Okay, thanks. That's what it was, Street Hawk. Well, did I say Nighthawk? And Street Hawk. Shatner doesn't run after hippies. Somebody says. There it is, Fat Elvis. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is what it is. Knight Rider was Kit. Trans Am, the best car in the world. Firebirds, Trans Ams, they're all incredible cars. Sorry. Beautiful vehicles. Everybody was looking for the Camaro killer, right? Kit was a Cylon. Indeed. That is also very cool. Beavis and Butthead are watching BTS. Wow. See, now that's something I have to get into, right? I have to get into that show again. But here, look, you guys aren't wrong. I mean, even Quentin Tarantino is out there. He knows what's up. He because I covered this in the 6 Minute Daily this morning, so forgive me if you've already seen the story. But Quentin Tarantino, if it comes up here, boom, there it is. Quentin Tarantino calls Top Gun Maverick a spectacle he thought he'd never see again. There you go. The statement says a lot. He says, I effing love it. No, it's great. And he count him as one of the millions of moviegoers who fell in love with Top Gun Maverick this summer. The director stopped by the Real Blend podcast this week and had nothing but raves to share about the Tom Cruise sequel. I effing love Top Gun Maverick. I thought it was fantastic. Tarantino said, I saw it at the theaters. That and Steven Spielberg's West Side Story both provided a true cinematic spectacle, the kind that I'd almost thought I wasn't going to see anymore. It was fantastic. I can't believe he threw the West Side Story in there, but all right. I mean, In the Heights is reportedly a far better film. But Tarantino's been an outspoken admirer of Tony Scott, who directed Cruise in the original Top Gun. He also directed True Romance from Tarantino's script. The director passed away in 2012. And according to Tarantino, Top Gun sequel was as close to a Tony Scott movie as moviegoers will ever get now that the director is no longer with us. I think a lot of that has to do with Kaczynski. I really do. So Bama grad became a member. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. It's incredibly high praise, and it's coming from somebody that I just absolutely I respect as a filmmaker. So yeah, we have a lot of folks here that own really amazing cars. So yeah. Culture sleeps with a Tom Cruise body pillow now. Goodness, I don't know if that's true, D-Bud Martin, but I think he's very talented. Anyway, Bama grad, thanks you and welcome to the membership. When is Top Gun coming out for streaming? That I don't have a firm answer for. I think it's been revealed someplace. I don't think it's anywhere in this article either. I do know this. You can see Lightyear right now on Disney Plus. If you want some light beer, you can. Yeah, Glenn A. Larson also created BJ and the Bear. Larson created a ton of stuff, and a lot of them were kind of an offshoot, or he saw something that was successful and he created it for himself. Larson did that a lot, and he was good at it. Made a lot of money for a lot of TV guy. Again, so if you're a show producer and you make it into like 3 to 5 seasons of work, you're good. You might be set for life because that's a lot of money. A lot of money. Culture simply can't afford a body pillow. Wow. There you go. An Infiniti G35. Oof. I drive a 2016 Ford Focus. I'm kind of a big deal. Huh. Duck Fisney, indeed. You can see Lightyear on Disney Plus. No, thanks. Yeah, I know. Yeah. By the way, one of the people in the chat sent me that this morning, very early. And I was like, oh, yeah, I heard it was going to drop. I'm going to pass on gear. There you go. Battlestar Galactica. Yes, indeed. There you go. Yeah, another product that came out of the fact that Star Wars is successful. Right. Why don't we have Buck Rogers again? Has anybody ever answered that question? What a great show. Somebody answered that question. Yeah, Grizzly Adams was great. I could actually play Grizzly Adams now. Oh, a 1974 International pickup. If you want something essentially indestructible, it's one of those. I'm not kidding. Those International pickups were tanks. 1947 International truck. Bam. Biggie. Yeah, Buck Larson. Yeah. Buck Rogers was so good. Thelma was smoking. She was in Star Trek Continues too. Nikki D for $5 says, I really want a third Top Gun film with Maverick, Rooster, and Hingman, but I'm worried that it might be meddled with by the studio. Think Cruise gets final say. I think if Cruise is engaged in the project, I think he would. And I think he would. Dude's got there are not a lot of people on this planet that command a first dollar deal. Tom Cruise is one of them. Kind of gets to do what he wants. Kind of like up until very recently, Clint Eastwood could, walk in at Warner and say, I want to make this picture, or walk in someplace and say, I want to make this picture. And they would hand him a budget and he'd make the picture. Not a lot of stars like that anymore. But I would fully expect that Cruise would be involved in that. And I guarantee you so would Kaczynski. Yeah. Beady, beady, beady. What's up, Buck? The Gilk Man. What's up? Ever watch the old serials, Buck Rogers? Look, I love all the old serial types of things. I can't recall that I'd seen that. It's possible. I've seen a lot of the old serials, though. I grew up with parental units that made sure I saw a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm one of probably the few people here that have seen, multiple episodes of Howdy Doody. So I'm not that old, but I still got to see the show. Yeah, A-Team Knight Rider would have been a wacky thing indeed. Let's see. Yeah, Erin Gray was a gorgeous woman, Kev Burke, indeed. Yeah. A 66 Chevelle, indeed. Look, if you want something that's pure power, a Javelin. You want a Javelin from that era. Thing is just those things are tanks, number one. Just all steel. And they have an enormous motor in them. Enormous. Yeah, and that's the other cool thing about the old cars. They still run. True story. What's up, M. Tashard? The Gilk Man for $9.99 says, just wanted to say thank you so much for your love and support, Culture. Hey, you always have it. And thank you for the $10, my friend. I appreciate it. I'm going through a rough time mentally. I'll text you this weekend. Love you, buddy. Oh, I love you, dude. Just take care of yourself. And yeah, text me, man. It's what it's there for. Reach out, say what's up. Tell me what's going on. Eastwood would shoot it for under budget, and he put the rest of the money in his pocket. That guy's no idiot. The Captain America serial is LOL. Do you remember the Captain America television show when he's on the motorcycle and he's got the plexiglass shield? He'd mount it on the front of the motorcycle like the comics, and bullets would bounce off of it and stuff. It was so fun. Darius. Let's see. Yeah, Erin Gray was beautiful and one smart lady, incredibly intelligent. Yeah. Hot Shots 3 with Jeff Bridges, the dude, as the son of Admiral Tug Benson. That'd be so fun. Daria, pretty good show. Javelin missile systems. No, that's a car. Look it up. They were amazing. I nearly had one. I think at the time it had one of the biggest engines with one of the biggest carburetors, 4-barrel. And thing was, and you could overbore them, and you could put on Hedman headers. You literally would shake the ground like an earthquake. Incredible car. Red Cup Art says, howdy doody time. Great Scott. That's right. It's howdy doody time. Howdy doody time. 96, 97 Toyota. Probably also running, no problem. Especially if it's a pickup truck. Between the Toyota engines, I think those were the B. I want to say the B27, but the engines in those and the Nissans at the time, those motors run forever. Little 4-bangers, really impressive. This is fun. You guys are great. I love hanging out with all of you. Just like talking in the bar. We got Jillian N for $4.99. Thank you, dear, for this. Culture as woke Grizzly Adams, who constantly apologizes to female fugitive partner, who is just the bestest ever with bears. Kidding, of course. No. Yeah, that's how not to make the show. But that would be funny as heck. I still think it'd be a lot of fun, right? To make that show again. The idea of somebody that's grounded, morally based, and always willing to help. You don't have that anymore. Television or film, even in writing now, to some extent. Yeah. Oh, Manowar 665 says my first car was a 76 Plymouth Gold Duster with a slant six. Nice. Perfect car for the first time teen driver. Damn near indestructible. Yeah. I'll tell you what, 79 El Caminos from back then. Lots of great cars. I had a 79 Berlinetta Camaro. Freaking badass car. The only thing that was fiberglass on it was the front bumper. Everything else, well, on the back bumper, and everything else was steel. Thing was a tank with a monstrous engine. Yeah. Wasn't the star of Grizzly Adams a coke user? Probably. He died young, I think. If I could be wrong, but that's my recollection. AMC Gremlin. I love the little gremlins. Yeah, the Pacers. Yeah. Yeah. Remember the Pintos? Mm-hmm. They blew up. Remember that? And then it was later revealed, decades later, that it was set up by the TV people. I see you as a real rocker. Leather jacket, sunglasses, nice bike. I grew up in a really uncomplicated time in a very uncomplicated place with friends of every color and creed. And I benefited from that. And I was pretty into music. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of hair band and heavy metal and stuff like that played in my car, but also punk music. I'm very eclectic when it comes to music, but yeah. Cocaine was the fuel of the 80s. Yeah. What else we got? Chevy Vega. Those are sweet. Yeah, the Pinto scene in Top Secret is hilarious. Yep. Ding. Liam Greywolf, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. I am doing fantastic. I hope you're doing well. An 84 Volkswagen Rabbit. You had the Princess car, didn't you? Was it a convertible? Was it a convertible? 6 was a Princess. Dan Haggerty died from cancer. Okay, I didn't know that, but thank you. Yeah. I'm not sure I can say this, but it's funny. My vehicle is a folding Raleigh bicycle. Oh, cool. I've seen some real neat innovations when it comes to bikes. I love motorcycles, obviously, but I really like pedal vehicles. And I've been seeing a lot of really cool stuff like electric assist motors and all kinds of other things that are incorporated on them. And I kind of really dig that. I like the e-bike style stuff. I think that's great, for puttering around from place to place when it's not too hot or cold and the roads are clear. I think that's a great mode of transportation. In fact, I need to take the e-bike up to the cabin again. Need to talk to my family members to get that done. AJ's like, what is AJ? AJ was rocking something. A Ford Escape. There you go. A mom mobile. Well, hey, they work, man. And you got, look, those things were tanks too. All right, we need to talk about some other stuff. So. And now I drive a minivan. Well, 6. I wonder why. Wow. Speaking of music, the MCU never had memorable scores. The best and most memorable for me are Hawkeye and Moon Knight. It's mainly the same theme with many variations, like Bad Boys. I kind of liked very early MCU soundtracks, but you're right. The scores were not great, except for the theme, like the Avengers theme. Yeah. Dude, pimp it out. I love those escapes, man. A culture car channel needs to exist. Oh man, no kidding. Actually, you know who does great car streams is Wes Moody over on Whatevercast. On that channel, Whatevercast he does great car stuff. Great. Yeah, SUVs are great because they're big enough for people who are tall. They're small enough to not dominate a parking lot. Indeed, let me tell you, I've owned some pickup trucks that you could barely fit between the lines in a parking structure. That's not fun. It's not fun for any parks near it either. Heck, I've driven a lot of things. I mean, maybe not as many things as some of our wonderful truck folks have, but what's up, Reaper? Ryan Reaper's here. Like Apollomies obviously has driven a lot of semis and things like that. So does Subhuman 84 and all the amazing trucker community that we have here. I love all the people that are truckers. You guys don't know. I appreciate you guys. I really do. But I mean, I've driven a lot of big things, where you have to shift like every 30 seconds until you run out of gears. But I think the toughest drive I ever did was Highway 1 down from San Francisco to San Diego in a 30-something foot RV, which was as wide as the lane. Talk about nerve-wracking. Beautiful view, but you couldn't really look at it because you would die. Anyway, and I have a feeling somebody's going to clip that, and I'm going to be sad. All right, so let's talk about Bullet Train because I want to. I think this is going to be a film that could sleep and actually do better on its second weekend because of word of mouth. But for now, the preview sits at 4.6 million on Thursday. That is kind of a soft number. They were projecting this thing does about $30 million in business this weekend. I was a little bit more optimistic about it, but with this soft open, I'm not sure. The word of mouth is going to have to come in big, especially like I think everybody from FNT has probably seen it at this point, and they may talk about this today. I hope so. I like to hear everybody's perspectives on that. But Sony's Bullet Train has left the station, picking up 4.6 million in domestic. Looks like, by the way, this thing is already rumored to get a sequel. So they spent 90 million to produce this film. And so you can calculate that they probably dumped. I don't feel like it was overbloated in advertising. This might be one of those 2-time films, which would be rare these days. So they may have dumped a total of 90 into it for ads. I'll have to look it up. But so anyway, so David liked, however you want to say his name, is essentially the guy you want to have doing stuff like this because of John Wick, Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Nobody, Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, and Bullet Train. So you're going to get to see Ladybug, who's Pitt in this film, essentially, kick booty and get his booty kicked throughout this and just trying to keep hold of a case facing a deadly team of killers aboard a high-speed train from Tokyo to Kyoto. So it looks like it's going to be fun. Everything I've seen about it looks like it's going to be fun. So it's targeted at adult men who've been hitting up the theaters in full force. Well, they say that because of Top Gun Maverick, but I have to tell you, that would have brought appeal. So this weekend will be a good test of how eager audiences will be willing to try original fare. That's why I think it'll do pretty well. So the Easter Sunday film from Joe Coy is aiming for a $5 to $7 million opening debut weekend. This is the one that may also be a sleeper, is A24's Bodies. So because it's a slasher film. But we'll see. I don't really appreciate Pete Davidson, but it is what it is. So let's see what you guys have here. You guys are always on top of things. What happened with Red Shirt? Thanks for getting the bots, guys. I appreciate it. As much as I like cryptocurrency, and that's not what we talk about here on this channel. Oh, a 250. Ooh, I have an old vehicle. I have a couple really old things now. Yep. My first car was my grandfather's 72 Pontiac Catalina, wide track with a 400. Woohoo! That's right, a posi track rear end, 8 people. That's right, it was great, dude. Do you remember when car seats were couches? You literally, like, depending upon how skinny a kid you were, you could have like a bunch of kids just lined up in that back seat. Heck, even the front seat. Uh, Monkey G was like, I have a lot of editing to do. So do I. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see Bullet Train. Waiting for trusted reviews and disc release. Well, there you go. Transformers franchise score. Yeah, I'm telling you, the fantastic theme song for Avengers is about as good as you get because it's recognizable. Mm. So Chris Gore's review is Bullet Train was so-so. He said the CG at the end looked like a PS4 game. Oh man, boo. I don't care for Bad Bunny, but I understand that it will make appeal to younger ladies. YouTube does need to work on their bot problem, kind of like Twitter. So, Bullet Train is based on a Japanese novel. Yeah, and I think Kev Burke, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there was a previous film, a previous film way back when, like 70s, I want to say. I don't know. Yeah, what is it with the uncreative titles? I don't know. I don't know. Ryan Dyer asks me, have you heard of Carmaxilla? Carmaxilla? She's a sweet kind of person. No. I'll grab this and let me do a screenshot here. And I will go look. Chris Gore detested bodies. Well, there you go. Then I'm not going to go see it. Hey. Yeah, I think you're right. Red Cup art. I think it might have difficulty at the box office, but who knows? I like you said, I will be going to see it because I love it. What's up, Bamagrad for $5 is hail culture. Aaron Gray will be at Dragon Con. No way. Oh, please, my friend, get me a signed photo. She was a goddess at that point in my life, my friend. Oh, absolutely. I will reimburse you for the cost of that, my friend. I will see you in Orlando. Wow, that would be amazing. Goodness. She's incredible. It's incredible. Great actress. Very smart. Very smart. Let's see. Odin gave it an A minus. Oh, we're talking about Bullet Train. Richard Harris. Cool. I trust Odin. He and I have kind of similar tastes when it comes to stuff. So, and I trust Chris Gore. Yeah. Culture Train. Oh, I wish I had it back in shape so I can do a little bit more physical stuff, especially if I'm going to be getting my movie put together soon. What's up, Crazy Cat Guy? Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Been seeing your posts here and there. Um, Aaron Gray's on my husband's list. Well, I don't blame him. Ram Bam's like, you lucky bastard. That's right, Ram Bam. I still like your idea of a period piece, Ram Bam. Aw, London Test sent me a super sticker. It says keep it up. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. This is proper money, folks. £4 49 pence. I think I said that right. Katina's leaving us, but she'll be back. Oh, have an iced coffee on me this weekend. Indeed. Let me tell you, I actually had to get a second pot going today because after last night's 3.5 hour plus stream we did over on comics, I did not get the night's sleep I had been hoping for. What's up, Freddie York? So London is in London. Yeah. The Common Nerd for $3 sends a super sticker. It's a little fist bump. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try and do another member stream this weekend. Why not? We're going to overdose on them since we have so many new members. We crossed the 200 barrier on members, folk. I don't know for how long. I think I probably will have a significant portion of those drop off about mid-month, but it was really cool to have that many members for a little while. You guys are awesome. Annie Masterson says, Erin Gray is even older than me, but she's still beautiful. Indeed, Annie Masterson. Well, there still are people older than you and I, Andy. I know it's hard to believe. You're incredibly fit, though, so, you know. Oh, there's another bot. Thank you, my wrenches, for swatting the bot. What happened to my sketchbooks comment? Oh, accidental swat. Oh, yeah, my sketchbook, don't panic. I think that was a mistake. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was because Redshirt was trying to get the bot, so don't panic. You're fine. It wasn't intentional. I think Redshirt was just trying to get the bot, so no worries. I can't wait for the member stream. That's right. Hey, Ryan, I hope you're doing well, my friend. And I appreciate that you check in with people all the time on Twitter. You're a good person. Yep, she's 72. She beats Helen Mirren and Linda Carter to the bank. Yes, Sean Estep. Hope I'm saying that right now. Latest video was fantastic to watch. Really? And he did a video. Great mentions for all of us. I'll have to check it out. I will check it out, Andy. Friendly fire. That's right. All of a sudden, it's like you see photon torpedoes and you're like, oops. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing Bullet Train. I hope all of you are as well. But it's about that time, folks, and I hate to wrap up, but you know, something with some tights is about to start. And whether or not you're going on to see that show, or I see you later on Friday Night Frolics, or any of the other shows throughout the weekend, I do hope you will join me for Sunday, the Sunday Culture Review, and the Late Night Culture stream on Sunday as well. We have a big week planned for you throughout the week on all the shows that I'm on. And we're really working hard behind the scenes for comics division on some more fun content for all of you. So again, we will be pushing the content faster and more furious here on this channel. And as of Wednesday, we will be back on Cultured Builds with a new video, which will be a raised bed planter box made of cedar pickets, right? Cedar fence pickets and redwood so that it's durable. And so check out everything for then and there. We will, oh, wow, my sketchbook has some shorts. I'll check that out. I will be releasing a short later today with my movie snack from watching Pushpa. And I will be continuing to do the occasional short myself. With that, I want to say thanks to M Tax Shark for a $4 super sticker, which is a cup of coffee, which I desperately need. And get cultured. That's right. Culturites. Culturists. Culturalists. We have to come up with a nickname, guys. Culture Nation. Casino Nation. I don't want to be a nation. Sounds like a commercial. Not a commercial. Anyway. So to end, as I always do, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Be seated at this time. We're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.
Apologies to Olaf on S. I could not get the new one uploaded for this stream, but it will be updated with your name in the proper location in the next credits. Everybody have a great weekend.